Israel's occupation has been declared unlawful by the World Court.
So all of it is coming to a head all at the same time. The world never stands by Israel. Does Europe? Oh, well, Germany, I think they have falsely done so. In my opinion, America itself was created to protect Israel. Was. Because all of this is prophecy. That's ultimately what it goes back to. And TikTok, even though I have no followers and I don't get any views, immediately took down my video, and all I did was stitch. I didn't even, this is stitching, but I duetted it about the guy that was just saying all the hateful things about Israel. So that's the danger when you start going down the path of ripping all over the Jews. You better be very careful, because God will hand you over quickly. I don't know if people recognize that, but pay attention to it. They get handed over to a reprobate mind quickly. And then what they do is everything is the Jews' fault. And then that's how you get to the Holocaust. Because everything is their fault. And you're seeing it on the world stage. The world court, as if that's a legit court at all, okay? The international court, please. This is what the world does. And what America did is said, we need to have a place after what happened in the Holocaust, okay? And all of these people are so selfish, so self-consumed, have been so convinced that the poor Palestinians, no, these are terrorist organizations that have caused these problems, okay? I've explained this in other videos on my other channels. Israel is not, Israel has given up land to try to have peace. Israel knows what this is about. They know it's because they're Jews. They know it goes back to the Bible. And yet you cannot expect any peoples to stand there and just be annihilated, because the world court, Europe, all of these countries would, and many people apparently in the U.S. would be more than happy to see the Jews annihilated, because that's what it's always gone back to. It's always been biblical. It's not about them taking land. They've given up land. I remember when they lived side by side in the Gaza Strip, and they moved out of there just to have peace because of all the bus bombings going on. So the way that all of these terrorist organizations and their lackeys like Candace Owens and others who God hands them over to a reprobate mind. That's what he does. Like, that's the path you want to go down, then I'm going to fully hand you over. And then what you'll see is that they have a reprobate mind. I think many of them that claim that they're Christians want to fall back on the part in the Bible that says that, and the fake Jews, about the fake Jews that's in Revelations. That's not for us to decide, though. That's not our decision to make. God will make that decision. Candace Owens and others seem to think that it's up to them to say that these people are fake. And then their argument, and you sort of can understand it, the danger with the anti-Semitism is they go to a dark place. And I think that's because it is biblical. They quickly become possessed by something. And they don't even know that they're being possessed by something. Because in the case of like Candace Owens, she has twisted it to where, no, we have free speech. We should be able to say what we want. Yeah, I've called out Netanyahu before. But you have to be balanced. They go so far as to they blame them for everything. And all of that is Islam radical control. That's where that all comes from. Totally. Before the whole Jeffrey Epstein stuff, Mossad, their intelligence agency, Mossad, they're known for like being one of the best intelligence agencies. They have to be, because they're constantly under attack 24/7. There's no nation that's under constant attack like that. And then this is what they always do. They turn it, the poor Palestinians. No, they do their best not to hurt civilians, but this is what happens no matter who it is. It was there was these people saying this same bullshit before Candace Owens was even born. She just became a useful tool to help push it, just like many others. And now the international court, the most corrupt, disgusting court on the planet, has decided that they're no longer a legit state, because nobody ever wanted them to have any land anywhere. It wouldn't have mattered where. Everywhere they have gone, and it is not all their fault, it's because they're Jews. Everywhere they have gone, people have resented it. People with a reprobate mind. And it's really a virus. It's a virus. And then God will quickly hand you over. He really will. You start going down that road, God does not waste any time to hand you over. Because even though many places in the Bible God is angry with Israel and turns his back on Israel, he always says he will redeem them. America understood this. America said we will protect them. So even if you don't like Netanyahu, even if you believe that they're the real Jews, that is up to God to decide. As Israel still stands because God allows it. So, all of this coming, to a head all at once was eventually going to happen, because these people have always been after the Jews. There is nothing that would make them happy. Nothing. When Israel gave up land to appease the damn terrorist organizations back in the day, that didn't make them happy. They still, because they want them annihilated. Iran has said they want them wiped off the map. Even if they moved out of that area and moved to some place in America, okay, they still would be going after them. They would still be finding an excuse to go after them. I mean, honestly, after the Holocaust, you have to be a very hateful person in your heart to not be like, I think we can give up some land here for these people. This was their home. Biblically, we all know. I mean, again, all these people in the Middle East recognize Moses and Abraham and all of that. So, you have to be a very hateful heart that you can't give a small piece of your land to some people that nobody else wants. Satan is your father. And what do all these selfish people do? They carry on and, the poor Palestinians, the poor this. I've heard this my whole adult life. Am I saying I'm just saying that they propagandize that Israel is on some genocide mission, and it's bullshit. The people that continue to push that narrative, they hate the Jews. Just understand that they hate the Jews. And they are also the same people that will blame Israel for everything. They will blame the Jews for everything. So, you don't want to go down this path. Since, like every other country is pretty much mentioned in the Bible or area, and America isn't, I think it's safe to say God used America, especially given our history of how the settlers came here because of, just that whole story, that the Pilgrims, the Puritans, all of them, because they founded this country as a Christian nation, and that Christian nation has gone on to protect the people in Israel, and the world doesn't like it, but the Bible said the world wouldn't like it, and the Bible said who controls the world? The wicked one controls most of the world and controls the international court. You don't want to be on that side.